at McCrary Park so far this season. Struggled at times on the road. You're 3-6 on the road, but the team batting .257. And I'm going to talk to G.K. Young first. G.K. Young, a freshman from Coastal Carolina. G.K., how you doing? I'm pretty good. And also, just want to talk to GK really quick. He's a Copperhead this summer, plays at Coastal Carolina as a Myrtle Beach boy. And how did your college season go this spring?
It went all right. I didn't hit as well as I wanted to, but I'm looking to come here this summer and get better and get ready for next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what made you choose the Coastal Plains League? I know it's a wooden bat league and a lot of competitive play here in the CPL. And had you heard about the Coastal Plains League before being at Coastal this season?
Yeah, I have. I heard it was like third to the Cape, and it was a really good league, and I was going to see a lot of good pitching. And I'm lucky to have gotten invited to come play in the Coastal Plains League.
Yeah, GK batting .342 on the year, pretty impressive batting average. Did you have any goals coming into the season before summer league ball? What were some of your goals you might have had?
I just wanted to get better on seeing pitches and work on hitting backside and driving balls into the gap.
Absolutely, and most of these players stay with host families. Who are you staying with this summer?
Miss Edwina and Steve, and I love them to death. They're a great host family, and they're allowing me to come and go, and they're just a wonderful family, and I'm glad to be staying with them.
Yeah, we don't talk enough about the host families. They do an excellent job. Fans out there listening, if you want to be a host family next season, get with David Camp, because it truly is a great thing. I know talking to Dennis Garcia at the Courier Tribune, he was a host family for many years and made a lot of great relationships with the players, and that's something that'll last a lifetime. Now, GK, I hear that you were a football player in high school. Is that true?
Yeah, I was a head crusher in high school.
You were a head crusher. Somebody had told me you were 260-pound lineman in high school.
Oh, I was a fat boy, yeah.
Down to what, 205 now?
I went down to 205, and now I'm back to 215. I got a little muscle back on me.
Got a little bit on you? Yeah, absolutely. I know that takes a lot of hard work in the weight room and things like that. And now, are you guys lifting weights this summer as far as summer league ball goes? And how's that going?
You can go on your own to the YMCA. I myself, I try to go 4 days a week before the games and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like it's paying off, batting .352. And I'm going to get to Colby Barnett next. He's from North Carolina. He's a Tar Heel. And Colby, how you doing?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. How's the season going so far for you? Any goals coming in?
Just wanting to be able to see better pitching. I didn't get to play as much as I'd like to this year for the Tar Heels, but I just wanted to be able to see a lot of pitching, have a pretty high batting average, see some pitches, and get my walks up, and not as many strikeouts.
Yeah, you're batting .304, another impressive batting average. I mentioned just 3 Copperheads above 300 on the year, which is great. You guys are batting .257 as a team. What are you thinking when you step up to the plate? Do you have a routine you go through before stepping in the batter's box?
My routine or my approach when I get to the plate, I'm always looking. I'm a first pitch guy, so if I see a first pitch fastball, that's what I'm going to go after it. If it's not where I want it, I'm going to be patient and try to get a pitch to drive to the gaps or try to swing at a pitch I know I can get a hit on.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you're staying with a host family as well. Who are you staying with this summer? And tell us a little bit about how that's going.
I'm staying with the Grays, John and Kathy Gray. They're great people. They are very great Christian people that take care of me very well. I don't get to see them as much because they work and we're playing at night, so we get back late. But they always come down and check on us after the games if they're not at the games, and they're great supporters of the Copperhead. So they're just great people.
I know both of you guys are still young in college. Now, had you heard the Coastal Plains League before the Copperheads came about?
I did. I had actually the coaches at Carolina. They had talked to me about coming to play here and talked about how great this league is and and I've seen how many great guys have got drafted this year as well as from the Copperheads have gotten drafted. So it's a prestigious thing to be this league, so it's great.
Yeah, I mean, the competition level was pretty stout, just looking across the board. Probably 90% D1 players and a lot of big-time schools, a lot of guys that played on teams that were in the NCAA tournament this season, and that's always a great thing. Now, are you near Chapel Hill, or how long of a drive is it from you home to North Carolina every year?
From Carolina, it's about a 2-hour, 20-minute drive, and then so it's not a bad drive. It's a good drive, but now and from here, Ashford, it's only maybe an hour and 20 minutes. So I get to go see my family every weekend, and they can come up and watch me play and watch me more than they were able to up at Carolina. So it's good to be able to have them close by.
Off the top of my head, Monroe High School, is that right?
I went to Piedmont High School.
Piedmont High School.
Which is in Unionville. Technically, I live right down the street from Unionville, but my address is Monroe, so they're both really close.
Monroe, did you guys win a state championship in baseball?
We did. Last year, we won the 2A state championship, and then this year they moved up to 3A, and they actually went back to the state championship, and they lost, but they had a great season going back to it.
Good baseball coming out of there. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you guys may have played Randleman High School.
We did. That was a lot of fun. We played them 2 years in a row. Playing with some of the guys that were a couple of guys that are on the team, on the Copperheads now, we're on that team, and just it's cool to be able to talk with them and talk about how we went in high school and the different teams and just how their season went that year, and just it's pretty fun to be able to know that everybody's doing well that we played against, and that's playing really great baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. Randleman always a great baseball program here in the Randolph County area. And GK, I don't think I asked you this, but are you from the Myrtle Beach area originally?
Yeah, I am actually. I live 10 minutes from my school.
Wow. So are you a commuter, or are you staying on campus?
I live at home.
Live at home, yeah, absolutely. Save money. And that's got to be pretty good, not being able to just only living 10 minutes from campus. That's got to be an excellent attribute to have going to school, especially in college.
Oh, yeah, it's a blessing.
Family gets to come watch you play a lot, I'm assuming.
Oh, every game.
There you go. Yeah, so it's great to have you guys on the show. I'm glad that you came on. Last week I had Anthony Marks and Trevor Richards, so I felt pretty special getting to meet 2 or 3 new guys every week, and it's great to have you guys on. As David mentioned earlier, the Copperheads will take on the Martinsville Mustangs again tonight. Now, played them 5 times already this season, getting pretty familiar with Martinsville. They'll play them again tonight for the 6th time in the first 2.5 weeks of the season. 2 and 3 against them so far. Dropped last night 5-3 up at Martinsville. But you guys have beat them both times at McCurry Park. What can we expect to see from the Mustangs tonight?
They're going to come at you. They're going to come at you with fastballs, attack you with fastballs, and they're going to make the plays in the field that they need to make. Not too many errors from them. Unless we're at their field. Their field's pretty choppy. We make some errors, and they make some errors on that hard dirt. But if they're at our field on the turf, it should be a good game. We usually come out and play pretty good at our field. So.
Yeah, absolutely. McCurry Park, one of the nicest parks, in my opinion, in the Coastal Plains League. Natural grass outfield and artificial turf infield. But you guys take on High Point Thomasville tomorrow night up at Finchfield. And fans, it's only 35-minute drive, so be sure you hop in your car and go up to High Point. That should be a good one, a nice little division rival there. And then, as David mentioned earlier, the Gastonia Grizzlies come to town on Thursday night, leading the West Division right now in the Coastal Plains League. And we hadn't seen them all year, but they're 11-4 overall, and they're 8-2 in their last 10. So hoping we can stick a dagger in the Grizzlies. They've been pretty hot so far. Then on Friday night, we take on Forest City, and that's another team that Copperheads are getting pretty familiar with, as they played them about 4 times in the first 2.5 weeks of the season. So Forest City coming back, and then Saturday night, the Copperheads will play Fayetteville, and that's the first time we've seen them all season. And how is the coaches? You guys are 500 on the year right now. I mean, you guys, what are the coaches saying to you guys right now? What are some things you think you guys can improve on as the season goes on?
We just gotta make the plays and be We got to come out swinging a little bit more. We did a great job of coming out last night and swinging and getting ahead 3-0, and then they come back and scored their 4 runs in that one inning. It kind of just put a dagger in us, I guess. We gotta be able to come back from that. Can't just let that get us down, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And Copperhead's 9-9, as we mentioned, on the year. 2 new teams they haven't seen all year: Fayetteville and Gastonia coming to Asheboro this week. And so we'll be interested to see how they do on the year. We got a few injuries I want to throw out. Darian Tubbs has a wrist fracture right now. He's gone home and will not be here. Greg Gears resting his shoulder for right now, and is going to get an MRI later on that. Brandon Craig, severe shin splints right now. And then also Alex Stevens, his mom passed, so Stevens, his family will be in our thoughts and prayers. We hate that. He should be back next week, though. And he's definitely a great player for the Copperheads. And 4 Copperheads hurt right now. You guys just got to push through with injuries and things like that. Those are 4 great players that started off the season hot, at least in the summer, for the Copperheads. We're hoping to get those guys back and get back on track here. The Copperheads 9-9 on the year, and the first pitch set to be thrown at 7:05 this evening. I'm Kendall Lewis. It's been a pleasure with G.K. Young and Kobe Barnett. Stay with us.